Hello, hello, good people. It's another beautiful day. Yeah, so I'm just chilling at my sister's. I came from the hospital, then I felt a little bit of dizziness and decided just to nap for a few minutes before heading home. But my sister has decided why don't I stay for another, let's say maybe 1 hour before I go. Yeah, so I just want to keep her company as she prepares her dinner for her family, since she's preparing something interesting. I'm like, why don't I hang around? I'm just looking at my little nephew. Why don't I hang around and see what she's up to? Yeah, so like I mentioned, ladies, gents, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Go check the hospitals near you, especially government hospitals. They are doing the screening at a discounted price. Others are even doing it for free. So take advantage of this month. Go get your screening done, not just for breast cancer alone, even these other type of cancers. Please get your screening done. Especially ladies, please don't ignore this fact. Just go and get screened. And I would like to give a bit of a shout out to my friend who decided to gift me this beautiful t-shirt that it's passing still the message of breast cancer for this month. Thank you very much, Kokoli, wherever you are. I know you are watching this. Asante. So let's see what my sister is up to. Like I mentioned, I'm here at my sister's, so I'm with my sister here.
Hi good people, welcome to Sharon's channel.
So my sister decided that she's gonna keep me here, and I should just see what she's up to. She's actually preparing dinner for her family. I don't know what is this. Maybe if she can just tell us.
Ribs, some beef ribs.
Ah, okay, okay. Yum, 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 I can imagine. So most of the time I am always with my sister. I hang around a lot with her because after my diagnosis, I had to move closer to my sister's place because she's the only caregiver that I had. So I had to move houses, just come closer to her so that I don't inconvenience her much, because now she had to take care of two households, you can imagine, with her family and kids, with my family, with my children, and here I am unwell. So my sister has been my strongest support system, and that's why
I had to.
yeah, I think I don't know, these are some of the things that I always tell myself. Some of these people, I don't know how I'll ever repay them, because she's worked with me from day one up to now. Still, when I'm still doing radiotherapy, she's always with me. That's why in my videos you'll be seeing more and more of her. So I don't know, I've never asked her this before. I'm just ambushing her. I hadn't prepared her for anything or what. So I don't know how. I would just love her to tell us, like, how the experience has been. How did she take it from the time that I made that phone call and told her about the diagnosis, and how has it been for her being the caregiver. So maybe I can just start with like from I remember that evening when I called you and told you like what Daktari has told me. What were you doing? How did you receive the news?
Actually, I was seated here in the living room, busy watching there. Then I received a call. Okay, it had been 2 weeks of waiting, so everyone was like anxious, when you're waiting for something that you don't know. So you're just frightened at the same time. You're saying, oh, hoping for the best. So my sister called me. Then I was like, okay, hello. Then I heard her cry. Then I didn't even wait for anything else. I just hung up the phone because I knew it's the worst. So I told her, where are you? I called her back after like 10 minutes. So I was like, where are you? She was really crying. Then I couldn't wait for her answer. I just told her, can you just come here straight away? So after like half an hour, she arrived. I went to the car. I went to receive her there at the car, so she was really crying. Then I was like, okay, it's also a shocker to me, but now I have to be this strong sister for her. My mother is not around normally, so I had to wear mama's shoes. So
Yeah.
I had to like pretend I'm okay. But the funniest part, I've never told her actually. The news hit me so hard, but I had to mask. I will say like masking up myself. So I had to really mask up and pretend, you know what, little one, it's gonna be fine. But now in my head I'm saying it's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I've
'cause
never been there.
let me just cut her short. I remember when I met her, when I came to her place after leaving the hospital, when she came in the car. My sister is such a, should I say, like she's such a ninja. You hardly see her tears, because most of the people who know me, they know me as a very emotional person. So
Cry baby.
yeah, and I'm such a cry baby. I cry anytime I'm sad, I cry anytime I'm happy. I'm just an emotional person. So when my sister came in the car, I noticed her eyes were really red. So it hit me again that, oh, Sharon, whatever journey is ahead of you is no joke at all. So, like I was saying, I noticed her eyes were quite red. So I knew definitely she's just going to wear the ninja hat, but I knew really it wasn't going to be an easy journey ahead. So, Polly, I cut you short. Please continue.
So I had to be really brave. I told her everything is gonna be fine, as much as I was hurting inside. But now mama has always told me, you know what, since I'm not around, you have to be the brave one. So I decided, wow, this one now, my what do you call it, my
Just say it in Swahili.
Again, the ninja me,
Yeah,
my ninja self had been put to test actually.
Yeah.
So one thing I told God, please help me be the strong one here. Now it's like Nene. Amina. I mean,
we've been put to test.
yeah, been put to test. Now
Yeah.
it's like she will actually depend on me on so many things. So I had to like tell her, you know what, baby girl, stop crying. But for today, it's okay. You can cry. Cry out. Let us all cry. Let us cry. Let this be the first and the last day we are crying. Then after this, we start the treatment right away.
Because I remember I told her by the time I left the hospital, I told them that please, it was on was it on a Thursday or Wednesday? I told them like I'm not ready. Please give me time. I want this to sink in. I'm not ready to start this treatment. If you can all allow me to start it on Monday. But my sister here was like, no. We are not going to waste any time. We are going to start.
I did not want to take anything to chance. I was like, you see, by tomorrow something can be done. Let us keep moving. But now there was this part whereby I was now telling myself, how do I convey this news to mom and dad and to the rest? Because I knew she wasn't in a position to tell them anything. So I was like, okay, Lillian, how do you go about it? How do you even start? How do you tell mom? You know, all those questions were in my head. Now I'm like, do I call my brother? My brother will know how to go about it, or how do... And I was like, no, but dad will ask me, how come you went to your brother? So you know what, not even after, while we were just in the car, once she had calmed down, I took my phone, then I wrote that message. I decided to write my dad a message. I decided to write and told dad, you know what, dad, things are not okay. So dad called me while we were there. So I excused myself. Went went somewhere else to talk with the phone. Then I was like, Dad. Then he told me, it's okay. It's okay. It will be fine. So I was like, Dad, you know what? Just talk to Mom. Then he said, it's okay. It's okay.
And you know, funny enough, I've never even thought of asking you how or who told Mom and Dad about the diagnosis. Some of these things I don't know. It's just me. It's a way that I thought to myself of dealing with this. Some of this information I really don't. Should I say some of these memories I don't really like keeping them. Like I'll give you an example. There's an AK number that you key in on the system when you go for the radiotherapy sessions. So today I met another patient who was he's starting his radio. He was starting his radio today, so he was just trying to cram the number. Then I told him he didn't know how to key in on the system. Then I was like, let me show you how to do it, so that from tomorrow you'll know how to key in your own details. Then he went like, because I had to remove my card from the bag. I'm like, oh, let me just show you. So as I was keying in, he's like, you don't know, you haven't crammed your number. I told him some of these memories, I know it's a personal decision. Some of these memories I don't want to keep them. I don't want to cram this number. I don't want it stuck in my head forever, because it's a face that I wouldn't want to keep, and that's just the way that I'm personally dealing with this. So yeah, Polly, I'm really cutting you short with your.
No, it's okay. It's fine. We said we're in the kitchen today.
Yes.
And this one here doesn't know how to cook, by the way.
No.
I'm always teaching her like everything, apparently. Yes. So also today we said we're in the kitchen. So it's alright. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. So no, she's just lying. I know how to cook. I try. I watch TikTok, I watch YouTube. Some of these recipes I incorporate them, so I know how to cook. It's just that I don't like showing off. Yeah. So I've never had like a one-on-one with my sister, just to find out how it had been for her as my main caregiver. So I don't know if you can just give us a bit of your.
To say the truth, apparently for me, I feel like okay, not everyone might be of my views, but I'm always like, for a caregiver, sometimes we are the people who try to hide so much, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll try and wear some fake face every time.
Yeah.
Every time, like your daughter.
Yeah.
Your surgeon, Marek.
Yes.
I really like the guy. Marek took his time when we went for her first visit. So the doc mentioned, and it was actually a private conversation between me and him.
Yeah.
He excused himself and said, "Can I have a word with you?" So the doctor knew it was going to be a long journey. So the doctor told me, you know what? It's going to be tough, but can you hang in there? Because we really need you for her. We really need you to actually, you just try your level best. Be the best you can be. So I told doctor, okay, what am I supposed to do? So the doc was like, there's some things I would prefer talking to you other than going to Sharon directly. So I was like, doc, it's okay. I can handle everything.
Yeah.
So he actually shared with me some materials to do with the disease.
Yeah.
So he told me, go have a look so that anything here test. And this test, I'm going actually to emerge a winner. So I used to really pray every time. I don't want to even pray about myself. Just like I want to pray about my sister, because for my sister to be okay, my mom will be okay. Oh, I didn't even share about the reaction of my mother. When my father told me, I will talk to her, it's gonna be fine. Funny enough, it's my mother now who came back to me. She wrote me a message and said, Lilian, it's okay, we'll be fine. So when I saw a message from mom saying it's okay, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I was like, mama is going to be strong. So I called her. We tried as much as possible. None of us cried. We were like, I remember her saying, na hii tumejaribiwa round hii. Then I told mom, enyewe tumejaribiwa. Then we were like, it's okay, tutapita. I told her, mom, tutapita. Then she was like, Sharon is a strong one, so let us try our best. Let us be there for her. Yeah. Let us just give her her space. Then I was like, it's okay. So every time mama used to like call, how is Sharon? Can you do this? Can you do that? Can you take over everything? I'm like, yeah, don't you worry, mom. I'm going to be fine. So I had to be okay for her and okay for mama too. So every time we could talk, I was like, you know what, I cannot show them I'm weak. No, there's no option. There's no option here. No option for being weak. So apparently there's a point in the whole journey that I really want to share with you. Anytime you see someone like changing, someone posting some stuff, don't be cruel to them. There are some jokes we try to put across,
Yeah.
I had most of my friends ask me, hey, na uliokoka ulifanya nini? Then I'm like, some of them I could blue tick.
Yeah.
I could blue tick and say, you know what?
Yeah.
Let me just pass it.
Yeah.
Some of them, there were those who were kind, they were like, oh, your sister is going to be well. But there are these ones who were like, hey, nowadays you're a pastor, nowadays you're what? So I used to be like, you know what? Yeah. I'm doing this for my sister. Yeah. I know it's a test God has put us through, and it is only with God that we are going to make it. Yeah. So I had to be like, at some point, close my ears and concentrate with my sister. Yeah. My friends, I will say some of them actually, that bit whereby you're having friends whom you're used to like, hi, can we go do this? Can we go do this? Yeah. But now at this point, your friends are like, nowadays this one is having a sick person, so no need for calling her. Yeah. So that is one point I'll say. Whenever you are in such a situation, don't focus on such. Don't lose your cool. Yeah. That is the thing. Don't lose your cool. Yeah. Just be you. Someone even told me the other time, you know what, you're even brainwashed, you're done what. I was like, for this, it's okay, let me be brainwashed, because I know what? Yeah. It's the prayers. The prayers are working for my sister.
And they have.
Yes, and they have. Let me always be there. Okay, I have a little one.
Yeah, who wants to? Yeah, so I'll just put some emphasis to what my sister has said. For those who are caregivers out there, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of strength because as the patient, you look up to them. So when you see your caregiver giving you all the hope, giving you all the strength, it gives you should I say extra strength? It gives you extra strength. You just like, if this person is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, why don't I keep on fighting? Why don't I be strong? And I remember that's my sister's strength gave me a lot of strength as well for myself. I would be like, I remember anytime I would want to crack, I just want to get locked in my room and cry, I would look at my sister and just be like, I'm not gonna let them down. I have to keep on fighting. I have to do this for my family. I have to do this for my kids. So I have to be very strong. And people, some of these things people take for granted. Whenever you have someone going through a condition or a situation, you don't have to come through for them in terms of money. No, it's not about money. That phone call you pick and just check on them and just paying them a visit. But in some scenarios, like my case, I wasn't allowed to interact with people during when I was having my chemo sessions. But just that phone call, just pick your call, like, how is everything doing? How are you, Sharon? How are you feeling? It would give me more strength, like, oh, there are darlings out there who are still concerned about me. They just want to know how I'm faring on, which is a good thing. You just feel like you're not alone in this. You're not just fighting this war alone. And any time I would go for my chemo sessions, my some of my friends would tag along. I had my family there, my sister, my brothers, I had them there. Like, it really meant a lot, because I'm just like, oh, look at them, they are not even letting go of me, they're still here for me. So it's another key factor. Like, just be there for that person, because you don't know what that. Yeah,
I remember
sure.
someone asking me, what happened to you? You're not going to work. Then I was then I was like, yes, I'm not going to work and I'm very okay. So I was like, okay. Some people can be true.
So let me.
So as I was saying, some people are so mean. Someone will be like on your case, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? When you just know someone is undergoing something, just leave them. Some questions they are not worthy. Don't be too mean. Just let them be. Let them be.
Yeah, I said it. I mentioned in my previous video, you never know what someone is going through. You never know. So it doesn't cost being kind. Just be very kind. Just be very kind to everyone. Yeah, because people are going through a lot of stuff. And for me, I would just say, I would still put emphasis on, if you have going through any cancer treatment or any other form of illness, just the presence, just being there for that person, just checking on them. Like, I remember during not even during weekends, weekdays, my sister would come to my place, take my kids, and just tell me, like, I really want you to have rest, just be there, don't mind about anything, I'm gonna take charge of the kids. That would, she didn't know, but it used to mean a lot, because sometimes I would just want to lock myself in my room and just black out on that bed, because I couldn't think past anything, because my head was just focused on this treatment, and I would even forget that I have little ones that I need to take care of. But you see, my sister, as the caregiver, she stepped in a major way, and just took care of everything. And the fact that she hasn't been she wasn't working, and from the time my diagnosis was here, my sister hasn't.
Actually, I had what? I had Nene. There was a time I was working in Dubai, so my boss recalled me. So I was supposed to travel in March. Then this is February.
Yeah.
You're told your sister is sick. Would you go for the job or would you look after your sister? So I decided, let me take care of my sister.
Yeah, those are some of the things that I always say. I honestly don't know. I don't want to break down. Like, like, I honestly don't know how I'll ever repay my sister, because just sacrificing her whole career just to be there for me up to now. Yeah, she hasn't even started looking for a job. Now is when she's sending applications looking for a job. Yet she had a golden opportunity, and it just went away like that, just for my sake. It means a lot. So I always pray to God that may God always remember you. May He bless you a lot for me. May all the good things come your way for just being there for me. And just, oh, do you have salads in your kitchen? And just being so awesome to me. Yeah. So it wasn't. I didn't think it will end up being emotional in the kitchen, because we were supposed to do.
No, it can't be emotional.
But they are not sad tears. They are just like I mentioned. I'm a very emotional person, so I've never told her that, because at times when I think about it, like, how will I put it across to her? I don't want to break down. The breaking session was over, so it's time for, we all need to be happy, and we are all happy that I'm here I'm okay, and I'm grateful to God that for this far that I've come.
And you can always say it was worth it. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it was worth it.
It was.
Again, some of these things, they're like sometimes you're given a test in life. Maybe you are too comfortable in a certain you're in your comfort zone.
Yeah.
That one now is when I go spiritual. You're in your comfort zone, so God will like, let me push her a bit, because I know I'm still holding her hand, but I need more of her. So it will be like it's God trying to communicate to you.
Yeah.
God trying to tell you, I need you to encourage other people.
Yeah.
I need you to set an example. I need people to see I'm God.
Yeah, through you.
You can be sick, and you can be balcony on your feet.
Yeah.
You can be, everything. And again, it's like what? It's like I will say it's like a test. Not really a test. God will want to show you who is your real friend.
Exactly.
Who is your real relative?
Yeah. Who are your day ones?
The ones who will come for you. Who will be there for you regardless of it, of whatever. So it's a way of God trying to show you. You might be in some people, you might be so much into people, and that is not the way they measure up to your.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So again, I can say it's an eye opener.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah.
It's such an eye opener, and you get a different perspective about life. Yeah, you're just like, oh shoot. Life is such a fickle. One moment you're very much okay, the next moment you're here, I don't know, doing what. You don't know who has decided to abandon you, who is there for you. Like it was such a learning curve for me. Like I got to know like who is there, how to deal with people. And the key thing that I would say that I came out of this treatment with, like, I learned to just live with everyone with a clean heart. Just live with everyone. Just be at peace with everyone.
And live
whoever
each day at a time.
Yeah, each day at a time. Live with everyone at peace, because you never know. Today I might be going through this. Tomorrow it might be someone else going through something else, either a joyous moment or whatever moment it is. It is life. It is bound to happen. Just live very right with people. And key emphasis of today's video, I'll just a moment it is life. It is bound to happen. Just live very right with people. And key emphasis of today's video, I'll just emphasize for caregivers, for those who are there for people who are not feeling okay physically. Just be there for someone. Be there physically. Be there, support them. Just make sure their mind state is at a very, very happy space, because you can't fight something that you're going through if your mental space is not, if your mental health story is not okay. Yeah, so I think from me that would be my parting shot for today. I don't know if my sister would love to add something else.
What I would love to add is, God will never give you something that you cannot handle.
That's very
He's
true.
a faithful God at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He'll always give you tests and trials, knowing at the end of the day you will be a warrior, and that is why you're a warrior.
Bye from now.